now this is, I must put up a graphic warning here. This is going to be something that is hard to see. This is a state legislator, a politician. These are honorable people. Like, how dare they stoop to such a low level? We'd never believe this would happen. Do you have the video ready to go, Dawson?
Yep, let me grab it up.
And this is, we got it.
Is it like the cop video?
This is not the cop video. I hope that one comes out too. So let's go ahead and make this full screen. This is his Lincoln. Was it MKX? What is the Lincoln?
Is it this one?
Yeah, it's that black car.
Wow, he right in the center of the frame. That's perfect.
Now, mind you, this is far leftist Dan Wolgamott from St. Cloud. He's kind of in a swing district.
Right.
But he votes lock and step with the Metro Democrat Party. So, and this is also Speaker Pro Temp. So it means when you watch the legislature, you probably watched this guy presiding over the Minnesota House. So this is the politician that got presiding over the Minnesota House half the time. And he was the legislator of the year by the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association, which is kind of a crony group that endorses all these Democrats and establishment rhinos. Okay. All right, so here's Dan Wolgamott going to buy some booze in Mora, Minnesota.
I assume there's no audio.
No.
I don't think there's audio. Boy, I would love for audio. Oh, is that where it starts? We saw it going. Did you start it there? Here, go from the beginning. Oh, that is the beginning. Yep. We watched a different video, didn't we?
I think we did. But the important stuff happens in this clip here.
Now, it looks like he's got a thing of White Claw and a bag full of what we later find out is vodka. Here he is putting it in his trunk of his Lincoln. And like most people who just left the liquor store, top it off a little bit there, right? Look at this guy. Oh my God. Literally boozing right out of his trunk.
Oh, that makes me sick.
A thing of vodka, too. That's just disgusting.
Straight up.
Oh.
Come on.
Do they have a zoom in? What's going on? There he is. No. After boozing it up. You think it's that person behind him that saw him do that?
The people that were looking at him walking out, maybe?
Right.
This
behind the
this
car.
Is wild.
Or it gets behind the wheel in the car. Now his backup job, this is like top notch here.
Think he forgot which way he's supposed to leave.
Yeah. This guy is certainly not backing up a vehicle. Or I'm sorry, backing up a trailer in this state. Let's see here.
Got to catch up on all of his text messages.
Yep.
There he goes.
Yeah, who do you think he was texting when he was doing this?
I don't know.
We're going to go this way, which is actually the way to leave. Nope. We're going to go the other way. Come on, let's see. Oh, my God, you shouldn't be behind the wheel of a vehicle.
Surprised he didn't hit that Subaru.
So that's only how long he was in his car drinking, though?
When we saw the original report, and let's go back to that part where he's chugging the vodka out of his the trunk. There he is. Look
you don't do that if you're sober.
Now,
you don't chug vodka.
Child with that person, or is it just a short person?
That looks like a short
There's
person.
a bunch of people that could see this.
That looks like a wife with a purse.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I doubt a child would be in the liquor store.
Also, Bridget, he was here for this thing starts at 17:55, ends at whoops.
Oh, so maybe he's
Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate the Star Tribune so much.
He apologizes, though, for the DWI.
Sorry, guys.
Do we accept his apology?
Well, let's go down. Let's see what he says here. This is Dan Wolgamott, disgraced Dan
Wolgamott.
We might
hit a paywall in a second.
Said he was pulled over while attending a weekend wedding celebration near Mora, Minnesota. Now, first of all, same weekend as William, but we didn't have a weekend celebration. We had a one-day celebration with William. What the hell? Step up your game. I want a whole weekend celebration.
He could have been in the bridal party. That would have been funny.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
There's a weekend celebration.
I'm sorry, I just got arrested. I can't be in the wedding. Crazy. Well, I don't really feel bad if you want Dan Wolgamott in your wedding. Jeez. Let's go back to that article. I want to read this thing here.
He was there for 6 minutes in his car, Bridget.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he's sitting in the front seat 6 minutes? That's what it says?
It started at 17:55 and ended at 18:02 or something like that.
All right. So, quote from Dan Wolgamott, I wholeheartedly apologize to my family, my friends, my colleagues, and my constituents, and thank the law enforcement officers who made sure I got home safe, Wolgamott said. I take full responsibility for my actions, and I ask you for your forgiveness.
pretty good.
That is really
You know, by
good.
taking full, yeah, he's got a
For
lisp.
that.
Yeah, we used to joke about him being Sylvester the cat.
Yeah.
Fluffertag. I had the wrong kind of lisp. Should have put the gay lisp on him. I wholeheartedly apologize to my family. How many lisps are there? There's a bunch, right? What is it with the S? There's
do you
something
mean?
weird about the S.
I have a little bit
What
of a
about
lisp on
S?
my S's.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why have I not noticed that?
Actually,
That's,
I
like,
think I've
very
noticed
subtle.
it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really subtle.
When you
Mhm.
speak Spanish in Spain, you have to have a lisp.
I think that's
All right, so he takes full. What is full responsibility? You know, what is that?
I was worried he was only going to take half responsibility.
Probably doesn't have to pay anything, so he's not.
I take 1/3 responsibility for these actions. The other 2/3 was the booze.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the show Trailer Park Boys?
I've seen one or two episodes. I couldn't really get into it
Oh,
personally.
so good.
Did he have to
I got
pay?
into it in Iraq.
Did he
and it
have to
was-
like pay for a ticket or something? Like, did he have to do that, or do politicians get some weird get out jail free or something?
Oh, well, it's been alleged to get out jail free, but no, he. Well, first of all, shockingly, the Democrat bus didn't come, or van didn't come pick him up. Right? They seemed to bail out a lot of their guys.
Yeah.
I think it was probably standard procedure. We don't think there was anything foul about him getting out of jail that night, right?
I don't think so. He probably didn't talk about his fine.
Right.
He's probably saying very little about this whole thing.
I think the bigger hypocrisy of all this stuff is the fact that he raises license fee tabs and doesn't pay his license. I want to know the status of that. Let's see what the article. I haven't read this article. We watched the video, but not the Strib article. Security camera footage from North Country Bottle Shop and more. Great shop, by the way. Good advertisement for them. You know, it's sad that they got this moron going there, but they do you right, okay? Because I've gone to this liquor store before and didn't booze in the parking lot. Waited till I got to my final destination to open up a beer, and then not touch my vehicle again. Reportedly shows Wolgamott pulling up to liquor store in his Lincoln MKZ, entering and then exiting a few minutes later, carrying a brown bag and beverage case. While placing the products in his trunk, Wolgamott appeared to. I love how they're just like appeared to pull out a large bottle containing a clear liquid and take a chug from it. A chug?
Okay. A
A
clear
chug?
liquid. Come on.
Could have been water.
Could have been water, yeah.
Just
And that's,
agreed.
remember when the Democrats, what was it? It wasn't Lori Swanson. Who flipped over the car? Was that Blaha
Yeah.
Blaha.
and Franzen? And they said that they didn't have any booze, and they had like a
Empty
soda
White
or
Claw.
water, and then it turns out it was like a White Claw.
Oh, yeah.
There's no law with a claw. According to the footage that was provided to Star Tribune, he then placed the bottle back in his trunk, got back in his car, and drove away a few minutes before he was reported to have been pulled over by a state patrol. Wolgamott declined to comment on the video footage after the Star Tribune shared it with him. Oh, hey, is that an ad for Lincoln, by the way? What is that?
search.
No, it's not an ad for Lincoln.
A Q adjacent search engine.
In a statement, Wolgamott said that he is committed to doing the work, quote, committed to doing the work
He's only
I need to do
32.
in my life to ensure nothing like this ever happens again, and that my actions live up to the trust you have placed in me.
I'm gonna have to wash out that microphone.
I was actually very careful. That's why I didn't really commit to the lisp.
Thank you.
He added that Kennebec County attorney is waiting for his blood alcohol test results before deciding whether to charge. Oh, wouldn't that be interesting? He doesn't get charged for this. And by the way, don't you have enough evidence to charge him right now? The guy was drinking. There's video footage of him drinking. I guess they could say, well, okay, here you go, Dan Wolgamott. You fucking piece of shit. You just said you take full responsibility. So if they come back and they say, well, we don't have proof that he was drunk, are you going to walk free? Is that it? Were you chugging that alcohol? Be honest with the voters here. Are you going to live off of some technicality, right? Because they can't. Can they prove that it was booze? Could have been water in there, right? It's clear liquid. This will be interesting if this guy
I hope
doesn't
they
get
don't
charged.
charge him and he runs again, and then we settle it in the court of public opinion.
It should be in the court of
That'd
public
be-
opinion, and this guy shouldn't be running again, doing what he did. Wolgamott, 32, is in his third term in the legislature and serves as Speaker pro temp, a role that sees him preside over the. Oh, they're just saying what I said. And then I love how all these articles say Wolgamott was named Legislator of the Year by the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers
This
Association.
is perfect. It's the cherry on top.
And don't you think they're like, what were we thinking? Like, why did we give it to this bozo? After his arrest, Wolgamott was briefly booked into the Kanabec County Jail on suspicion of fourth-degree DWI. The incident is still being investigated. The Democrat was cited by Golden Valley Police 2 years ago for abandoning his vehicle after he crashed into someone's yard near an icy intersection, according to the incident report.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
What's that?
Another great addition to the article, in my opinion.
Would you look up fourth-degree DWI Minnesota? I'm kind of curious. What the heck does that mean? Like, what's the degrees? Do you guys know?
Sounds serious.
Brad says I'm. Oh no, I'm
You're
not
not allowed to
reading
read
Brad. I
Brad.
almost read Brad Ganser's.
Yeah.
No, I'm not reading it.
He has good comments, but I can't read
It's a
them.
good comment, but screw you, Brad.
I'm reading a fourth.
Tucker